Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to my channel. And I am Janine Steffens, and that is actually the name of my new channel. Hope everyone is doing really good out there. I'm not expecting a lot of people on YouTube to be able to find me here, but out on Rumble Land, how are you guys doing out there on Rumble Land? So I'm going to be changing up my format a little bit. And, I've been doing almost 4 years, something like that, of just repeating, Trump news, political, geopolitical, and I'm going to go in a little bit different area. I love communicating with you guys. I see dragonflies out there. Hello, dragonfly. You found me. Hey, that's great. Did you get a new picture? Is that a new picture of you? Did you get a new puppy or is that old one? It's very small. I can't see it. Anyways, for anybody out there on Rumble Land, I just wanted to let you all know that you can just put my name in and go to my new channel, which is Janine Steffens. And I'm going to try to be doing things a little bit different, more so where you can actually call in to me. And like if I put my number down here and I just say, hey, give me a shout out. What do you want to talk about? It could be a combination of a podcast and a radio. What do you guys think? I'm just trying to come up with some new ideas. I have it's funny because I thought, should I carry on the old format going out to X and telling you what's new? And I don't know if you guys already are finding this information, but I basically did a little bit of research. And within my research, I'd say the last 2 weeks, I made a whole bunch of different videos. And I'm taking a look at the analysis. So my old corporate hat is put on. And I'm trying to see, okay, if I went an hour, how long does somebody stay on there? If I go 30 minutes, how long does someone stay on there? And so I just wanted to, maybe do something a little bit more different. I love reaching out to all of you guys and listen to your stories. That's what this is all about. And so I kind of talked with my husband. I said, what do you think I should do in my new channel, right? And, he's one of these guys that if you guys have anyone out there that follows these police shows chasing people, if you have a storage unit that you stop paying on, people go in there and pay big bucks. They'll open it up to see what's in this box, to see if they got anything of value, of worth of somebody else's material things. So that's what he kind of watches. And I thought, well, I don't want to do anything like that. Where do I go with the show? And so I'm kind of sitting on the fence with that, but I still wanted to let you guys know you could still reach me. You could still call into me, 251-419-9260, or you could text me if you feel like you want to text me, or put it in the chat. There's many ways that we could stay connected here. I see Colleen is out there. Hey. Yeah. And Colleen, is Bull. Did you say that is Bull, the name of your dog? Did you get a new puppy? If you did, congratulations. If that is a puppy, it looks almost like a full-size dog. So anyways, I thought about going around town, doing some things within the Gulf Shores. Now that the temperatures are a little bit lower, I'm probably going to start doing that real soon. I don't know what to bring you guys. I mean, my format kind of took a dive after I stopped inviting a lot of other people on. It does really well when Buckshot's on there because I think he brings Jason Q's audience with him. Just being honest with you guys. And so if you have any suggestions out there, what do you will really, really want to talk about here? And so we're talking about the pets right now. We're talking about Dragonfly. I'm trying to find out if she got a new pet, or what is this? What does she say here? Oh, this was another one that had passed away. Oh, I'm really sad to hear that. Are you planning on getting a new one? Yeah, Colleen says I can't have any pets where she lives. Well, that kind of stinks. So as you guys know, I have a couple of pets, and on my new channel, I put them out there. They tell you, so what YouTube is basically trying to do is push the shorts out there, because you've got TikTok and You know, you've got X, everyone's doing these shorts, and now they extended their shorts. You know, they're trying to keep up with the competitors. A lot of people aren't watching really lengthy videos anymore for some reason. The attention span just isn't there. So I've got some planning to do. And if you have any ideas, if you want to send me an email, please do so. I'd love to hear from you. I'm not quite sure where to go with my show. If I had other people, I kind of have an idea. I would sketch things out, do a little bit of things. I did a show on health that it's out on my new channel. It's called Janine Steffens, and let me just put that up there. It's my name, and I'll spell it for you guys. And I think the link is also out there too. So this is my new channel name out on YouTube, and I want to try to build that up. I want to do it the right way. And when I say I want to do it the right way, I can't have any music, which means no X videos, because everybody puts in a TikTok, X or something, they put copyrighted music, and that's why I brought the channel down. I just decided, you know what, you guys, I had over 5 years, almost 1,000 videos. Rumble, I didn't go to as much. Some of them were recorded. I have about 717 videos out there. And then I thought, well, I didn't really always post out there because I was really pushing the YouTube stuff. So 5 years, 1,000 videos, never monetized. They just decided that they flagged that channel for whatever reason. And I just want to be able to bring you guys, you know, really good interviews. I love talking with people, and that's what I'm going to be all about. So I actually thought about going to a local coffee shop here, but then what are you going to talk about? You don't want to get into who are you going to vote for? You know, there's another parade coming up. I'll bring you guys that. It's a truck parade, I believe, for MAGA, and there are still some areas here that are still Democratic. And there are still, you know, a lot of people coming up from the coming down here, I should say, that have taken, if they came from a blue pill state, they're taking those belief systems with them. I just believe in over time, people will start to open their minds a little bit. Hopefully they will. And I don't know how well that is, or how long that is actually going to take. So I see Tara's out there, says, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Down below is my name and my new channel, if you guys are just jumping on here. So I'm thinking I'm on Rumble. Hey, Rumble, anybody out there? I see a few people out there watching me. What do you guys want to hear? If anyone wants to jump in the chat, please do. I think what I want to do is give away a t-shirt today. I've got a couple of them. So I have 3 t-shirts I've given away from last week, and I went to the post office today. Didn't realize it is Columbus Day. And the doors were open, and I had an envelope that I had to still mail, so I dropped it in there, knowing they're not going to pick it up or do anything until tomorrow. I've forgotten about this particular holiday, and there's a lot of stuff that are being posted out there about Harris in Columbus. So I guess she is out there saying that we raped and pillaged this land from others and we have to make it right. I don't know. Maybe she was there personally. I have no idea. So yeah, that's basically. And then you have MAGA out there who's like a pirate on the Columbus ship, right? I think it's a part of my thumbnail out there. Anybody out there that wants to put in the chat right now, even on Rumble, come on, you guys. I see a lot more people on Rumble than I do on YouTube. Give me some ideas where we should go with this. What is important to you? And if I see one that's really good, if you live in the United States, I will send you a t-shirt because I can mail it still tomorrow. And if you are waiting for yours, I think Rosie Red, I waited until I always wait until I go there with a bunch of t-shirts and then take them. She's probably expecting hers sometime soon. And so she's got to put it off in a couple more days because I do mail them to you snail mail. All right, let's see. What do we have out here? I see only a couple people out on YouTube right now. Anybody have any ideas? It says, I didn't know you were on YouTube. Says, who is this? Excuse me. Gigi. I didn't know you were on YouTube still. I'll go there. I am on YouTube. Yes, I've been there. And actually, I have more fun with my YouTube folks. And, Rumble is completely different from YouTube. People love getting on YouTube, whether you're on your iPhone or your phone or in general, or if you're watching TV. People love the chat, and that's the part that I like about it. I don't get it as much. Bootsy, 1960 says, "Hi, Janine." I'm saying hi back to you guys. So yeah, I was saying I had 1,000 videos that I've done in 5 years. And, a lot of them for the first 3 years, I'd say, were just interviewing other people, bringing their own perspective on. I felt really bad naming this channel my name, because my other one was Breaking Bread or Turn the Page or Turning Pages. I kept trying to keep it close to Turning Pages. And, everything I came up with wasn't working. Finally, I just typed in my name and I said, oh, okay, that one the YouTube will accept. And so I thought, I'm going to start clean and just see where we go. I am looking still to interview a lot of people. So these are the categories that if you have a specialty, and the reason why I'm asking you, the people, because you guys have probably a lot more common sense than some of the people out there that I've actually have interviewed, and more smarts about you. Let's see here. Let me just tell you some of the categories where I'm going with this. And if you think that you have an area, whether it's politics or health, science, I'll even do stuff on the Kennedys. If you think that you could put together some sort of PowerPoint slides, or you've got a script, something a little bit more organized, something that's been thought out. You want to talk about cats and dogs and birds or animals, any other animal communicators out there, please let me know. Maybe you are an animal communicator, and I do want to talk to you. If there's just, if you are a comedian, if you tell a lot of good jokes, if you want to talk about the current weather, we could always do that. Or just talking about food in general seems to be really important to a lot of people. And that's what's coming up right now. And not only that, what I'm seeing out there is ivermectin. Everybody, so I see all these people saying ivermectin, and they'll post a picture of ivermectin, the horse paste, and they're telling everyone, if you have this big C thing, go take this. And I said, whoa, that's a little bit vague. How could they be responsible for something like that? So I would text them back out on X and say, basically, what's your protocol? And I did happen to see one today. I bookmarked it. I will bring it later. But today is just an open format, just to talk to you guys, to see if you want to come onto my channel, whether it's YouTube or Rumble, and just have a really good conversation. And that's all I'm asking. And let's see who else we have out there. Pocahontas says, love and life to all, love and life to you, out on Rumble. And let's see here. Dragonfly says, let's see what she says. Dragonfly, by the way, I don't know if you got my message or not. If any of you guys want to even text me certain things that you feel is important, please send it to the number that I'll put up there in a minute. And it's actually 251-419-9260. A lot of people want to do this after the show, or if you want to send me some links, you could do that, or just email me. I don't know, whatever is easiest for all you guys. But let's see what Dragonfly has to say. She's my co-host here. So Columbus, during the voyage through the Caribbean island in the Central and South America coast, Columbus came upon an indigenous people and labeled them Indians. Yes, but were they really the Indians? What do you guys think? This is a great conversation. I heard other people talk about this, and it may have been what we call African Americans. A lot of them, that whole story there has basically been bamboozled. I don't know, because we don't have the truth in any of the history books. And so I was hearing a couple of different people saying that the African Americans were the first people here, and then where did the Indians, come from? But Indians have been here a lot longer than any of the damn white people, that's for sure. Columbus and his men enslaved many of these native people and treated them with extreme violence and brutality. Yeah, and let's see here. I could send you a couple of names in the health and healing field. Yeah, please do, Colleen. I appreciate that. Let's see. Anybody out on Rumble there? I see a few people that are out there. I'm just sitting here having a conversation with you guys. Don't want to show anything. If you want, you can always give me a call, 251-419-9260. I'm going to try this format with you guys. It's a special phone number that I have for you guys. And, it's so funny. I signed up, and I want to talk about this. So how many of you are actually proactively thinking, I'm going to help out with this election, and I want to make sure that I'm going to be trained and we're going to do it right? Well, I decided to do that in the state that I live in, but I actually kept my old phone number. And my old phone number ties me back to Arkansas. I get a lot of people saying, are you coming into Arkansas to help out, to do this, to do that? And I'm like, I don't think so. And then I'll just kind of swipe on my phone a little bit, delete or spam or something like that. I don't know how to get out of it. And we've talked a lot about this. A lot of people say there won't be an election. So now that we're only a couple of weeks away, my thoughts are they're going to try it one more time so that the people see it. And then I think we'll have to wait and see what unravels from that. What do you guys think out there? Let's see what else I have here. Anybody have anything else out on Rumble? All right. So so that's my thoughts. When I take a look at what is actually being said out on X, if you will, because I use that as my news format. A lot of people are thinking that maybe that's when if the military gets called in, right? At some point. So this is crazy. So for the last 4 years, we've watched Mike Lindell, and we've watched so many people come out and be able to tell us what IP addresses were used and the interference of all this, and they didn't do anything. It was just to make us aware of how they committed the crime. Now that we know that, and then the next time we catch them red-handed, and then off they go. I have no idea because I just it's kind of hard to call anything out at this point in time. Let's see what else we have out here. Let's see. A lot of people are basically saying that Diddy is not going to be. How do I put this? Diddy is all the information they're talking about that's coming out with Diddy may not come to the forefront. How do you guys feel about that one there? I suppose I could show some scenes while I'm talking with you guys here, but I just can't play anything because I want this channel clean. I'm not live on Janine Steffens, but I will put the recording up there, so it has to be a clean recording. So this is the argument. The majority of American supporters believe that Harris becomes president, America is dead. The majority of Americans Harris support believe that if Donald Trump becomes president, America is dead. This is not normal politics. What do you guys think about this? I'm seeing more variations of this out there. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Who is stirring the pot here? And this does not look anything like Harris, by the way. I don't know what you guys are thinking out there, but so I just wanted to share that with you and see what your thoughts are. Colleen is basically saying, I think the election is still up in the air. A lot can happen between now and then. I know. It's like throwing balls up in the air. And not only that, is there a full moon coming up on the 17th, I believe? It'll be kind of hard to tell here. Let's see. Whoops. This is me here. Let me come back to you guys here. Let's see here. What is this? Gigi says, I'm still in Chicago area, holding off my move to Florida because of Milton. Yeah. It depends on where are you planning on going to Florida? A lot of people are making it sound worse than what it is. But I'm sure that you're doing your research out there, Gigi. T.I. is out on Rumble saying she's in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. Colleen here is from Chicagoland area. And let me tell you, the weather here has been beautiful. I'm loving it. And if you were considering the Panhandle area, of course, that's sometimes, then when I say Panhandle, it's Panama Beach, and then there's like Destin, and then you can go further over, which would be west, which is Pensacola. I'll be out on a boat on Pensacola, so they have the Blue Angels. And they actually have this cruise. If you want to see the Blue Angels rehearse, it's really cheap to get on this big ship, and you get up on top deck and you can see them rehearsing right over your head. And my husband loves that stuff. So I said, all right, I'm going to get a couple of tickets. And we told some other friends, and they said, yeah, we're going to go and do that too. That's really reasonable. It's like $70 for 2 people up on top of this cruise ship, and we're out in the ocean. And then when they actually have in November down here, they actually have the real thing. But to me, the practices are just as good. I'm not into it as a lot of people are. I wouldn't know the difference between a practice and a rehearsal. But there are a lot of places, a lot of good places. Was it St. Augusta, I think, Florida? It's over there towards Jacksonville, I think a little bit south of it. I think that area is very beautiful. It all depends on where you want to go and what you can afford in Florida. Let me just tell you, if you're from Chicago and you're planning to move down to Florida, the summers are not like when you're on vacation. It's like, and I heard this saying, and I want to share it with you. It's like breathing into a hot, wet sock all day long. And that's the truth. It really is. It's, even the people that live here. We were talking we have some construction work going on, and we was talking to some of the people, and they lived here generation after generation. And they're basically saying, we've been here and we never get used to this. It's crazy. Yeah. The first thing that you do when somebody comes into your house, right? You always offer them something to drink, which is normal in any household. But most of the time, the people really are thirsty because it's so damn hot, and it gets up to about 100 with the humidity, and it stays there for months on end. And then, like the other night, it was 55 degrees. I go to let my dogs out very early in the morning, and I just stood there and go, oh my God, this feels so good. It's like jumping into a cold, ice cold bucket of water after you've been through all that. Hey, we have Paul Valdez out there. How are you doing? Good to see you. Let's see here. Tara says, for some reason, I think Heels Up Heroes will be in a heck. It will get in a heck and then break loose. Just a feeling. Did I read that right? I think Camellia will get in. Oh, she'll get in. Okay, yeah. And then all heck will break loose. This is probably, Tara, I think you're onto something. I think you stay with your feelings, stay with your thought on this. I think this is the reason why all over X, they're saying that you think that Trump's got this. Would they do a sleight of hand one more time? Let's see here. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. There's so many videos out there, you guys, and I don't want to promote them. I don't want to say what it is, but I'll just tell you what I'm seeing, and especially for the people in the South. Where do you draw the line where the South starts, right? I was in Arkansas. A lot of people down in the Florida area never considered Arkansas the South, but I sure the hell did. I was in a particular resort area type, but everybody was basically relocated there from other states. So nobody was a native from Arkansas, and it was a beautiful, beautiful place. We were right on the lake. But then when we came further down south here, so the way that they explain it is the further north you go in Florida, the more southern it is. Of course, you go further south in Florida, the more it's like New York, right? Jersey, stuff like that, because that's where everybody has bought their house. But I will tell you what I'm actually seeing and hearing is that if anybody tries to pull any shenanigans, Second Amendment will come into place somehow. And I don't like seeing that, hearing that, but they're telling you, right? They're telling you what they're feeling, and there's a lot of interviews out there. I don't want to put any of those up there, but that's what I'm seeing. All right. let's see here. So I think Tara might be onto something because of the way that it's almost leaning. And how far do they actually have to go with this particular scenario so that it's like another revolution? I have no idea. Because so much information is coming out right now, right? We're talking about the health scenario and everything that came from that, right? And more truth. So I just ran across a particular video of a doctor, and I don't know, I'm kind of afraid to play it, but let me just tell you guys this. I found a channel out on YouTube that was doing exactly what I was doing and saying exactly as I was saying, putting together the videos exact same way, taking them off of X and putting them up there. And this person has over 1 million views. So I get very confused with this stuff on what I can do and can't do on YouTube. And they have their community notes and everything that you're supposed to follow and everything else. You know, she may not have done the copyright, she may have dubbed over some of the music and stuff like that. The stories were still the same, and I can't figure that out. That's why I pulled the channel down. And I just said, all right, I'm done with this. I'll try this one more time. And if nothing comes of it, then I'll know that it's not meant for me to do. So yeah, and so I get very, very frustrated with this because this is our First Amendment. Then they want to threaten us with their Second Amendment and so on and so forth. Now, if we're talking about what Tara mentioned a couple of minutes ago, they'll get her in there, and then what will happen, right? I don't want the worst of the people out there, but they are not going to stand by and take it. If we are spending the last 60 days talking about Heels Up Harris and how gay Tampon Tim is and all these different stories that are coming out, if you don't see him out there, of him, you know, messing around with little boys and stuff like that. And if people are saying, okay, this is really, really bad, and then all of a sudden they pull the same thing again, what do you think is going to happen? Please put your thoughts in out there. I want to hear from you guys. Cape Coral, Florida, West Coast is where Gigi is actually thinking of going for her dream house, maybe even possibly her last house there. And all I will say is, Gigi, I wish you all the best, and I hope that your dreams come true. Hang in there, and just you know, keep in touch with anybody that you know down there and ask them, how is it going? How is everything going down there with the cleanups? And I'm sure that you know, you could probably reach out to your local fire department, police department, and that's what I did when I was looking to relocate. You get a hold of the police department, you ask them straight up, where's the information I can find on the crime in the area? Or, you know, there's been so many hurricanes throughout Florida. That's one of the reasons we wanted Florida. We couldn't, you know, for so many reasons why we didn't go into Florida is because Florida has this, you have to disclose everything that happened to your home. Where in Alabama, you don't have to disclose it. You know, it's the whole real estate, it's kind of bullshit. I think you should be able to disclose anything, but there were so many homes that got hit by the hurricanes, but they got the new roofs put on, they got the new windows, they got everything they rebuilt. But you're kind of looking at like a 1,500 square foot home. And then if I just came over just an hour from Pensacola into Alabama, that little tick down at the bottom there, that's Alabama, still feels like Florida. And I can get double the house, possibly even triple the size of the house, and less money, less taxes, less for hurricanes. So there's a lot you have to consider with all of this. And I pray that the weather warfare bullshit stops, it comes to a halt, maybe it won't be as bad for people in the near future. That's my world. What is your world? All right. Let's see here. Colleen is saying that, we're going to go back to, if you don't get any snow, you're in the South. Still can get the cold. I hit the cold in Arkansas, and we still had snow. I was right at the Missouri border there. So that's where I'm kind of going with this. I'm kind of talking a little bit about our freedom here today. This is, you know, people are going to say Columbus was not good. You know, he's bad. You know, Heels Up Harris is out there. He has a whole video. And I'm wondering if I can get away with that one and just showing you that one there of her speaking. I have to take a look and see which news station she is on. She would be under the political. 1 second here while I cue this up. And let's see. I think I could play this. Let's give this a shot here. Bear with me. Oops, I was sharing. Oops, I don't want to do that. All right. I hope everyone is doing really well out there. If you like this format that I'm doing, please let me know if you want me to continue it, or maybe we'll just talk about maybe your pets in the near future. That's always a great, loving thing. All right, let me start this over here. So I believe this is the right one.
It is an honor, of course, to be with you this week as we celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day, as we speak truth about our nation's history. Since 1934, every October, the United States has recognized the voyage of the European explorers who first landed on the shores of the Americas. But that is not the whole story. That has never been the whole story. Those explorers ushered in a wave of devastation for tribal nations, perpetrating violence, stealing land, and spreading disease. We must not shy away from this shameful past, and we must shed light on it and do everything we can to address the impact of the past on Native communities today. It is an honor, of course, to...
That was it. That's all she has got is 1 minute. Colleen, you are right. She wouldn't know the truth if it slapped it on her face. All right. So, yeah, it's European explorers ushered in a wave of devastation, violence, stealing land, and widespread disease. Yeah. Let's see here. And then, of course, you've got a lot of other people out there basically, Okay. So I did a show with Buck on Saturday Night Live, and I want to show this video because let me know if you think, hey, Janine, I think that you're a little, this is coming off of C-SPAN, so this should be okay. I hope. I'm not going to play any sound, turn the sound down, but I'd like for you guys just to take a look at this. Now, this is going back talking about the robots, right? I mentioned on Saturday Night, if you didn't see it, basically what I said here was, let's see if we can get me back in here. Basically, I was showing these robots that Elon Musk or Tesla, it's made by Tesla, right? And they were showing these robots serving people, walking. It's all over. You can't miss it. And then it dawned on me. I kind of got a little bit of insight, maybe because of the way that they walk. There was always a lot of talk about, why is Biden walking the way that he was doing? Kind of like how they lift up one foot, right? Is kind of, you're raising it a little bit higher, how a robot would walk. Well, somebody out there, I don't know where I came across, and it made sense to me, said that this Bill Clinton, they've got the mask on him. If people are talking about all these people were basically taken out a long time ago, okay, I'll buy into that scenario. You guys just stay with me on this one here. And what if they can make these robots move the way that they do? Now watch the way that Clinton here is moving. You can't really see it. It's really quick around the knees. Okay. They have to look down. The robot's got to look down to see. They've got to get their perspective of everything. One more time, watch the knees. His knees are almost up to very high. It's very, very high there. All right, so I'm just gonna come back to you guys there. Now, that's what a lot of talk has been out there, is that a lot of people are thinking that some of these may not be as much clone as the robots. Entirely possible. I'm going to go out to Rumble and see. Whoops. Where did Rumble go? Okay, here. What do you guys think out on Rumble there? Am I just pulling at straws because I see a lot of other information out there where a lot of people are just pulling at straws? And I'm going to pop out my chat here and get a little bit closer to me. All right. So what do you guys think? Anybody out on Rumble have an idea about, I think I would believe a robot before I believe a clone, but everyone's been pushing the clone thing for so many years. The sheeps have been cloned, pigs have been cloned, the cows have been cloned. Okay, I get that. But I never really got that. Okay, it took me. It's still a question in my mind. You take somebody that's a clone, right? And you're going to clone a person. And I'm not sure how this actually works, but all of a sudden you take a clone of a person and it becomes a baby. All right, this baby grows. Okay, 60 years later, after let's just say we use Bill Clinton as a thing. This baby is still a baby, or Bill Clinton is 60 or 70 years old. And then all of a sudden they say Bill Clinton is a clone. Well, doesn't that baby have to grow? I'm just, this is how my mind works, and I'm just wondering, what are you guys thinking out there? Seriously, what do you guys think? Oops, I lost my my Rumble people. And then there we go. Gigi says, I can see these characters could be robots, especially, not all of them all of the time. I'm not going to say that it's been all of them all the time. I would say at certain times, if they wanted to see how gullible people are and cannot see through things. But, when people make a comment like, why is Biden walking across the lawn the way that he was? And people are just saying, well, when you got dementia, that's how you walk. And so if you go back to the clone thing, I'm thinking, okay, did they make a clone of Bill Clinton when he was a baby and Bill Clinton was a baby and they grew up together and they said, oh, someday we're going to keep you and we're going to use you? It doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. Can you take somebody's DNA and boom, they're 60 years old and let's get the other guy is in Guantanamo Bay, so let's get this guy out here. I don't know. I have no idea. You guys let me know what your thoughts are. This is the way that I think is not so far-fetched from the information that's been put out there. All right. Yes, Colleen is saying there is so much we don't know. Technology is far more advanced than we can imagine. Pocahontas says, looks like an actor with a mask to me. And it could be. They could all just be wearing these damn masks. And we know how that works. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, they've showed us the mask. But these robots can wear those masks too. If you guys didn't see my one video, I'm not even sure where it's at this point. But it was basically a robot tending bar, but it's got to put its head down. It's got to be able to visualize where the cup is at, where the fountain is at to fill the cup, and it moves like a robot, right? And it looks around. It even talks to you and says, "What will you have?" Right? They only had 3 or 4 different drinks that this thing could pour from. But it did it fine. You could see the fingers and everything, that were moving and stuff like that. It was so damn real. I'm trying to find a visual here. And see, just to refresh your memory. Have you guys seen this stuff out there? Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. All right, here I found one. I got to kill the sound on this here. All right, here, let's go to this one. Okay, can you guys see this good? Let me remove my phone number. All right, so he's got a cowboy hat on. People are pointing to the different things that they want. He's reaching over, he's moving his hands, right? I think I did on Saturday Night Live with Buck. I happened to say out loud to someone, they're serving people in the restaurant. Somebody made a comment saying I wouldn't go into that restaurant if they were going to serve me. Buck had a good point by saying people want to be served by people, not by robots. It kind of takes away, a lot of people's mindset isn't there yet, but they're showing this. They're showing it a lot. And this must have been his big announcement of this one here. Let me just go to the next one. Elon. All right. So I did say that we were going to be moving into a whole different world, and there's. I wish they go a little bit lower. I want to see where the robot's knees are at on this thing here. All right, so there you guys go on that there, and I'm going to come back to you. All right, yeah, so going back to Colleen saying there's only so much that we know. Technology is far more advanced than we can imagine. They're only giving us breadcrumbs at this point. Oh, look at this. Mary says exactly that. Yep. Colleen, we only get breadcrumbs from what others have gotten. Yeah, so... I've always said this. I knew that there was a really good technology out there. We were not privy to it because we were still being considered slaves, if you will, and so on and so forth. So there you guys go. All right. I'm into this about 40 minutes. I hope you guys appreciate it. Please go to my new channel on YouTube, and it is called Janine Steffens. I just see a couple of the people have chimed in here. Anybody out on Rumble? It's Janine and then Steffens, Steffens. It's just like you see it on the screen. Please go over there and subscribe or like or what have you. I can't go live on that yet. I don't have enough information out there. When I brought down the channel, I lost, I think I had just hit 1,700. So I went back and I said, when did I set this up? It was over a year and a half ago, only got to 1,700. And I thought, all right, I think I'm done with this. Not that I'm belly aching about it, but it got to the point, 4.5 years, 1,000 videos, never monetized. I'll try this one more time. And I want to build it, and I want to do it the right way. Everybody else seems to be getting away with stuff. And I think the AI may have had everything about me flagged as just censoring and just doing whatever it could do so that I wouldn't grow. I want to grow on this one, so if you guys would please like this channel and carry on. DH1977 says cool. All right, that's about all that I got. If you guys want to come onto the channel, please let me know. All you've got to do is send me an email. And, if you have something really good to talk about, and that's what I'm actually looking at is for people that, I'm looking for people that will be a little more organized in their thoughts, scripted out information, something that you care about near and dear to your heart. Like I said, whether it's health, wealth, happiness, animals, if you're a psychic, if I'm seeing a lot more psychics popping up on YouTube than I have ever seen before. And that's not because they're special. We are all listening to our intuition and knowing that it's our intuition that guides us each and every day. And so I'm going to leave you guys with that one. Thank you, everyone out on Rumble that joined in. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys over on Janine Steffens on YouTube. Take care. And I'll see you guys real soon. Bye now.